What's up, guys? Maestro Megatron here. Welcome back to the damn channel. Welcome back to October on the Maestro Megatron's channel. And unfortunately, it's going to be for the last October because this is the last month of the channel, like I've been talking about for the past few months. And unfortunately, this will be the last month of the channel. But first off, I want to say happy October to everybody. It is October 1st. We're rolling. We're officially now, definitely officially in spooky season. And usually I do this video on a live stream. Usually I do this video in the middle of the month or toward the end of the month of October. But I'm going to do it on the first video this year because I can and I don't care. Like I said, it's the last month for the channel and then I'm officially retiring, but like I said, it's been a good ride. So tonight we are going to do my Halloween ranking, my Halloween movie ranking, and this year's ranking has not really changed from the previous year. Well, it's changed the previous year, but this has not really changed from last year. But I'm doing it anyways. I don't give a damn. Here we go. I hope everybody's having a good October 1st so far. We're going to have fun. It's going to be spooky. It's going to be Halloween. And away we go. Coming in at number 13 on my Halloween ranking list, of course, is Halloween Ends. I still hate this movie. I will always hate this movie. It is the worst Halloween movie. Not only the worst Halloween movie, it's the absolute worst horror movie I've ever seen. The characters suck. The story sucks. Michael Myers sucks in it. He's a little pansy in it, and that's bullshit. Halloween shit dick ends, as I call it. If you watch my previous videos the past couple years, is what I call this stupid ass Halloween movie. Halloween shit dick ends comes in last at number 13. I don't give a damn. I will always hate this movie. I've watched it one time, and I'm not going to sit there and listen to everybody. Why don't you give it a second chance? Watch it again. Like Drum Dums. He's watched it like 25,000 times because he's a pansy fanboy moron. No, I'm not going to watch it again. I only had to watch it one time to tell you that it's the worst Halloween movie I've ever seen in any century, in any universe, on any planet. So there you have it, number 13. Not only does the story suck, not only does Michael Myers suck in it, Corey Cunningham, as I call him, Corey Cunningcock sucks. I'll send Corey Cunningham home with a fat lip. I'll send him home with a fat lip. And I can't stand Laurie Strode. Well, I hate Jamie Lee Curtis anyways. Have you ever seen my previous videos on my Jamie Lee Curtis rant? If not, go back and check out the channel and you'll see about that. But she sold out. John Carpenter sold out. Everybody sold out on that, on Halloween Ends. Halloween shit dick ends, as I call it. Can't stand the movie. I never will like it. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to give it a second chance. All the fanboys love it, of course. But yeah, it sucks. Corey Cunningcock sucks. I will send Corey Cunningcock home with a fat lip. I will send Laurie Strode home, Jamie Lee Curtis home with a fat lip too. I'll even send Michael Myers home with a fat lip on this one because Corey Cunningcock sent him home with a fat lip. Surely, if I send him home with a fat lip, my fist will go clear through the front of his face and the back of his head. So there's my number 13 pick for my Halloween ranking. Halloween Ends, or as I like to call it, Halloween shit dick ends. Hate the movie. Never will like it. I don't give a damn what anybody says. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Coming in at number 12 is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 from 2009. Can't stand this movie either. Rob Zombie, please stick to making music. And even then, your music's subpar, for the love of Christ. They brought him back to make a sequel to his other follow-up from 2007 Halloween. And this time he makes it with a white pony and his stupid wife with white hair. Give me a freaking break. This movie is terrible. That movie is absolute terrible. I can't stand that movie either. I cannot believe they released this movie out in the theaters as well. Halloween H2, Rob Zombie's H2, freaking horrible movie. It wasn't even Michael Myers in this one. He wore a hoodie with a half mask. The first 15, 20 minutes of it was great. It showed some of the famous hospital scenes from the original Halloween 2 movie in 1981. But then it just turned out to be a dream sequence and turned out to be more screaming and more Rob Zombie cussing and more white trash bullshit by Rob Zombie. That's what it turned out to be. So coming in at number 12 on my Halloween ranking is Rob Zombie's H2. Horrible freaking movie. But I still love Taylor Scout Compton. She's badass. Still love Danielle Harris in this movie. Always loved Danielle Harris, and she's the original Scream Queen, by the way. Not Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a damn what anybody says. This is my Halloween ranking. This is my channel. This is my video. Can't nobody do anything about it. So, coming in at number 12, Rob Zombie's H2. Freaking horrible freaking movie. I will give an honorable mention not only Taylor Scout Compton and Danielle Harris. I will give another honorable mention to Brad Dourif as Sheriff Brackett. Great performance, especially when he found Annie slaughtered by the hoodie, half mask Michael Myers. Great performance by him. Great reaction by him. But other than that, it's a horrible freaking Halloween movie. I can't stand it. Rob Zombie, you suck. Anyways, let's move on from that. For Christ's frickin' sakes. I got my list here. Coming in at number 11 is Halloween Kills. Snooze fest. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Everybody's like, oh, the beginning where he kills the firefighters, blah, blah, blah. That was the most obnoxious scene I've ever seen in any Halloween movie. The most obnoxious scene I've ever seen in a Halloween movie. Killing 25 firefighters first of all, that doesn't make him a badass. These people put out fires. These people saves lives. But everybody, all these 2018 fanboys, as I call them, for the 2018 trilogy being 2018, Halloween Kills and Halloween Shit Dick Ends, all these Halloween fanboys, oh, that was badass. He killed off 25 firefighters. Well, they're not fighters. They're firefighters. They're not Michael Myers fighters. They're not bad guy fighters. They're not villain fighters. They're firefighters. You morons. I don't give a damn if I step on anybody's toes. I don't give a damn if I offend anybody on this shit. It's stupid. Halloween Kills is freaking horrible. Yes, I tell you what. The one scene I like on Halloween Kills is in the park, where he's chasing Kyle Richards, Lindsay, where he kills poor Marion Chambers. He kills the stupid girl dressed up as the nurse and her husband dressed up as the doctor. That scene was okay. That was probably the best scene in the whole movie. And then later on, you get 35 minutes of them chasing an escaped mental patient that crashed on the bus back in 2018 with Michael Myers, chasing him going, evil dies tonight, evil dies tonight, evil dies tonight. Freaking horrible. Halloween Kills is freaking horrible. The storyline's horrible. Anthony Michael Hall, I love him. I grew up watching him. 16 Candles, Breakfast Club, Weird Science, Nowhere to Run, Johnny Be Good, all that stuff. I love Anthony Michael Hall, but he was a horrible Tommy Doyle, and they killed him off. They killed off Sheriff Brad. They killed off all the strong male prominent characters in Halloween. Of course they did, because they're pushing an agenda in Halloween Kills. It's all about feminine power. Only good thing that I like about Halloween Kills is they killed off Karen Strode, Judy Greer. Thank freaking God for that. Halloween Kills is horrible. Everybody's like, oh, but the kills are so good. The kills are obnoxious. The kills are freaking obnoxious. Can't stand it. Like I said, we got 35 minutes of evil dies tonight. Evil. Yeah. Yeah, number 11 on my ranking list comes Halloween Kills. I don't give a damn what anybody says. That's my number 11. Number 10, Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack on this one, but I really don't give a damn. The first 45 minutes of the movie is freaking horrible. It's a bunch of white trash cussing and William Forsythe and Rob Zombie's wife once again playing in another movie, another Halloween movie that is, cussing at each other. It shows little Mikey Myers that lived across the street, shows little Mikey Myers talking. Just it's a stupid ass concept, the first 45 minutes to an hour of the movie, that he grew up in a broken home and that's why he's evil. No, that's not the way the Michael Myers boogeyman lore goes. That's not how it is. That's not why he turned evil. That's not why he turned into an evil killing machine. That's not how it is at all. But Rob Zombie took it upon himself, being the white trash idiot moron that he is, bringing in that white trash concept. Now, the last 45 minutes of the movie where he's chasing Laurie, played by the great Taylor Scout Compton, those parts are good. Well, I dare say they're good. They're okay. They're not great. They're mediocre good. But those are the parts, if I'm going to watch that movie, which I don't reach for that movie on Blu-ray or 4K and put it into the Blu-ray player or the 4K player, I don't reach for that movie. If it's on, I'll watch it. But it's not really included on my marathon. But the chase scenes between him and Laurie during the last parts of the movie, those parts are really freaking good. So Rob Zombie did good on that. Shout out to Tyler Mane. He was a great Michael Myers. He was huge. He was ominous. He was terrorizing. It was great. Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Loomis. No comment. You're an idiot. There is no replacing Donald Pleasance. There is no replacing the late, great Donald Pleasance. Malcolm McDowell tried. Maybe if he was given a better script, but then again, it was written by Rob Zombie, so enough said on that. But yeah, the first 45 minutes of the movie, that can go to hell. The last hour or so of the movie where he's chasing Laurie through the house and through the neighborhood, stuff like that, that was actually pretty good. Like I said, that come out in 2007. D. Wallace Stone was also in it. Brad Dourif, of course, as Sheriff Brackett. Malcolm McDowell as Dr. Loomis. But yeah, it still ranks low on my ranking list because of the first 45 minutes where it's all white trash. Fuck that shit. He didn't turn into an insane psycho killer because he came from a broken home where they're cussing and throwing eggs in the morning and baking at each other at the kitchen. Stuff like that. Freaking ridiculous. That's why it still ranks low on my ranking system, but whatever. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. This is my ranking. What the hell ever. At number 9 is Halloween Resurrection. Come out in 2002. Brought back director Rick Rosenthal, who directed H2 1981, which we'll get to that later, but yeah, you think Rick Rosenthal would have known better, but he came into this movie saying, okay, we're going to bring in Busta Rhymes and a bunch of obnoxious freaking idiots into a house on an internet television show called Dangertainment, and Busta Rhymes is all of a sudden not only a rapper, but he's going to become a kung fu master, and he's going to beat the shit out of Michael Myers for about 45 minutes of the movie. Bullshit. Back when this first come out, I thought it was an okay concept because it was back in 2002 when the internet was going strong. When the internet was first going strong, sorry. The internet's not going so strong now. But, I'll save that for another video. But, freaking ridiculous. Ain't nobody going to kick around Michael Myers, just like Corey Cunningcock was wrestling him down and stealing his mask and Halloween shit Dickens. All freaking ridiculous. Halloween Resurrection, there was not one good... Okay, Jim. The character of Jim, I liked him. The one that was flirting with Daisy McCracken, the redhead, the whole time. They almost fucked down in the basement when the fake wall caved in with the fake body parts. And she's like, oh, his victims always been... Yeah, I like Jim. That's about it. Rudy was okay, too. Bianca, whatever the hell her name, I can't even remember. The lead supposed final girl Couldn't stand her. She just did not get it done. I definitely didn't like Katie Sack. Oh my God, Katie Sackhoff. Katie Sackhoff's annoying, anyways. She's annoying in everything she plays in. She's not Starbuck. That was the worst thing she ever did. Try to do Starbuck, because we had to have a female Starbuck. Of course we did. And then she played in that other stupid law movie, Longmire. Yeah, she sucked in that. Longmire sucked anyways. Fuck Longmire, and everybody looks like Longmire, and fuck Katie Sackhoff. Like I said, the only ones I liked was Rudy and Jim. And I don't even remember what the actors' names are because I can't stand this Halloween movie anyways. But yeah, come out in 2002. Bradley Laree portrayed Michael Myers in this movie, and he was subpar. He did okay, but aside, he got his ass kicked by Busta Rhymes, who all of a sudden not only was in charge of the internet show, but all of a sudden he became a kung fu master and was kicking around Michael Myers like I kick around my damn it doll. Absolute freaking disgusting Halloween movie, but it's low on the list, but it's even higher than Halloween Ends, Halloween Kills, Halloween Rob Zombie 1, and Halloween Rob Zombie 2, as I call them. But still, can't stand it. It was a cool concept for the time, doing the internet and the cameras on, going through the Myers house, but stupid storyline, stupid ending, stupid characters, just fucking ridiculous, and it's ranking that low on my ranking list. And coming in at number 8 is Halloween H2O. And the only word I have to say about Halloween H2O is snooze fest. I have made a couple videos about Halloween H2O, and I don't give a damn what anybody says. Freaking snooze fest. Starts off okay. This is the start of the new timeline, of the several timelines in Halloween. Starts off okay, and then after that, snooze fest. It's Dawson's Creek all over again. It's Dawson's Creek meets Halloween meets Michael Myers. Freaking ridiculous. Come out in 1998, but the hype about it back then is it brought back Jamie Lee Curtis. Oh, we started. Who gives a flying shit damn? I can't believe I got to get angry about this shit, guys. Who knew? Halloween H2O. Michael Myers is played by a guy named Chris Duran. I've met the guy, super nice guy, but just don't hunch your shoulders down and don't wave your arms while you're walking. It just did not do it for me as the shape. Did not do it for me. Storyline was stupid. LL Cool J, as always, is always great. You had Michelle Williams in it, introducing Josh Hartnett, Mr. Pearl Harbor himself. His first movie, but even just the kids part of the movie was a snooze fest. The whole thing was, after the beginning, the first 20 minutes of the movie was great. They killed off, once again, Marion Chambers. Killed her off in Halloween Kills in a different timeline. Killed her off in this timeline. But yeah, the first 20 minutes was good. And then it's just snooze fest. It's snooze fest. I love Adam Arkin's part in it. That was great. But other than that, just it's just, I don't get. And what cracks me up, Wolfman's got nards, Wolfman's got sore sack, Wolfman's got vagina. It's his favorite Halloween movie. He can't stop talking about it after all these years. It's just, it's not that good. The fight scene at the end between her and Michael, it's okay. It's pretty good, not bad. There are some good parts. It's better than the previous Halloweens I was talking about on at the bottom of my ranking, but it's a snooze fest. It's boring. The story is drawn out. It's dragged out. It's boring. Who cares? Halloween H2O could have been a lot better. And then she chops his head off at the end, which that goes back to Resurrection. She chops his head off at the end of H2O, turned out to be a paramedic with a crushed larynx in the mask instead. So freaking stupid. I fucking can't stand it. Give me a break, guys. Anybody that reaches for this movie for their Halloween marathon, you've got questions. You have questions, man. Give me a damn break. Halloween H2O, not even subpar. God almighty. Bringing out the OG Maestro Megatron on this. What the hell's else on the list here? At number 7, Halloween 2018. I might catch some flack from this. I actually like Halloween 2018. It's the absolute last time I was at the movie theater because I will not give Hollywood any more of my goddamn money. Sorry. I will not give Hollywood any more of my freaking money with everything that's going on these days. But yeah, Halloween 2018, fresh start. Fresh start. It takes place as if 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 didn't exist, whereas I forgot to tell you, H2O disregarded 3, 4, 5, and 6 as well and came in after 1 and 2. But 2018, they wiped the slate completely clean of everything, and it comes in after the original 1978 Halloween, and we get Halloween 2018, which brings back Jamie Lee Curtis again, Miss Activia Yogurt, bitch. Brings her back. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good. I thought they opened a doorway for a new, fresh, good Halloween start, a new, fresh, good Halloween series, which they did good. Good storyline. Some of the parts were lame. The kills were really good. They brought in What's-His-Nuts to play Michael Myers, and he did a great job. Can't remember his name. Sorry, guys, I'm not being a very good YouTube host here, but I can't even remember his damn name. Who played Michael Myers for 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Shit Dick Kills, because I hated, or Halloween Shit Dick Ends, sorry, because I hated that trilogy so much after Halloween 2018, I forgot his name. So, yeah, they brought him in, did a great job. The storyline after part 1, basing it after part 1, was good. Again, the kills were good. Storyline was okay. Kills were great, but yeah, it could have what they could have done so much with this movie 2018. They could have afterwards, especially they could have done so much. I'm glad they did away with the brother sister concept, which is fine. I don't mind the brother-sister concept storyline to the Halloween series, but they did away with it in 2018 and Kills and Halloween Shit Dick Ends. But this is the first movie where they did away with it, and I didn't mind that so much. But what was cool about that is he's randomly going through the neighborhood, and he's killing people randomly and going from house to house, which was cool because that's what Michael Myers does. So basically, it brought back the OG. It brought back the OG Michael Myers, basically. So, yeah, 2018 ranks above some of the other pieces of shit that's on my list for the sole purpose of if they would have stuck with that formula, if they would have stuck with that same storyline, if they would have stuck with that same genre and feeling and atmosphere of it, because 2018 actually did feel like a Halloween movie, other than Halloween Kills and Halloween Shit Dick Ends in the trilogy, it would have been superb. But that wasn't the case, was it? So yeah, Halloween 2018. That's my ranking on that. Coming in at number 6 is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Came out in 1982 with one of the best Halloween characters in the Halloween franchise and Halloween series, Dr. Chalice, played by Tom Atkins. I love Tom Atkins. This guy, the best mustache in Halloween franchise history is Dr. Chalice. Did away with the Michael Myers storyline. It was directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who also worked on Halloween 2 and the original Halloween 1978 as the set director and co-producer on some of the parts on the original Halloween 1978. I thought of it as a standalone movie. It's a good movie. It should have just been called Season of the Witch, not Halloween Season of the Witch. They wanted something different. They didn't know how to come back from Halloween 2, 1981, where he got blown up and set on fire in the hospital, which we're going to get to that here in a little bit. They really didn't know how to come back from that, so they were like, okay, let's do something different. Let's not have him in it. I sound like Tony the Tiger. They're great. But it didn't work. Everybody wanted Michael Myers. This movie didn't do good till it got on video decades later, didn't get on DVD, Blu-ray, and all that. It has a good cult following. There is a lot of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch fans out there, and for good reason, because as a standalone movie, if you could just can forget about Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis and all that hubbub bullshit, then yeah, it's a good standalone movie. It's very dark. It really doesn't give me a Halloween atmosphere. Just gives me a dark horror atmosphere. So therefore, it shouldn't have been called Halloween Season of the Witch. Should have just been called Season of the Witch. But directing's good. The editing's good. Tommy Lee Wallace did a good job on the story. Did a good job on the directing. But that's my ranking for that one. Halloween Season of the Witch. Of course, it ranks better than the previous ones that I just had up top here. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. Coming in at number 5. Halloween 6. The Origins of Michael Myers, which that was the original title, but now it's Halloween 6. The explanation of Michael Myers, as I call it. Halloween 6 was great. Come out in 1995, 6 years after Halloween 5 in 1989, because we so wanted to know who the Man in Black is. We so want to know what happened to Danielle Harris, Jamie Lloyd. We so want to know what the hell happened after the police station blew up and got shot up by the Man in Black and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, Halloween 6 has a great spot in my heart. I love Halloween 6. Like I said, come out in 1995, my senior year in high school. Actually, it come out after I graduated because it come out September 29th, just had its anniversary just about a couple of days ago, back in 1995, September 29th. Great movie. George P. Wilbur came back to portray the Shape, Michael Myers, who previously played him in H4, which we'll get to that later. Did a great job. There's 2 versions of the movie. You got the producer's cut and you got the theatrical cut. I don't mind either one of them. I prefer the producer's cut because it's much more slower and darker and more Halloween atmospheric with the music, like the original 1978 version, whereas the theatrical version is faster, more action-packed. The music's different. It's more rock and guitar, electric guitar in the music, which is fine. It worked, but great storyline. They brought in Paul Rudd as Tommy Doyle, and I'm sorry, Anthony Michael Hall, as much as I said I love you, you were not Tommy Doyle. Paul Rudd is Tommy Doyle. Paul Rudd will forever be the adult Tommy Doyle, especially in this movie. Paul Rudd was badass in this movie. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. Everybody gives him, oh, I can't believe it. Which, of course, that's 2018 fanboys coming into play on that. Paul Rudd was a great Tommy Doyle. Paul Rudd did great as Tommy Doyle. He was a badass in it. We get Kara Strode, a new character played by Marianne Hagen, which she did great. We get Bradford English coming in as John Strode, one of my favorite Halloween characters. The abusive alcoholic father in the Halloween series. Kids, my dear Deborah, is what ruin this country. Everywhere you go, no goddamn respect. Blah. I rest my case. He gets to slap Marianne Hagen. He gets to slap Kara Strode. John Strode, Bradford English, is fantastic in this movie. I love this guy. He had great lines. You know what, Deborah? Just keep slipping her the cash. You know what? I wanted to give her all goddamn money. It brings in Kim Darby for some reason. Kim Darby's been around since like the 60s at this point, playing in westerns and old horror movies, but they brought poor Kim Darby into the role as poor Deborah Strode, John Strode, Bradford English's wife, who gets abused by John Strode. But I love John Strode. Great addition to the Halloween series. I wish they could have had him in the movie longer and more, but they didn't. But he gets his just desserts in the Halloween movie at the end, or actually close to the end, with the famous electrocution scene in the basement. depending on what version you watch. But it also introduces it introduces Steven, who was Jamie Lloyd's child at the beginning. She gives birth to Steven in the sanitarium. Come to find out in Halloween 6, she was kidnapped by the cult members, the Man in Black, and taken to the deep depths of Smith's Grove Sanitarium and held hostage there. There's speculation that it's Michael Myers' kid and all this bullshit, blah, 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 and everybody's like, "Damn, I don't like that." Yeah, shut up, you entitled fucking world, you fucking simps. I don't look at it that way. Who cares? None of my business. It was just a movie. Who gives a damn? But it introduces Steven. It introduces Danny Strode. Introduces a lot of characters in the movie. Donald Pleasance comes back in Halloween 6 for the last time, and he unfortunately passed away right after it was made. So, actually, right after the ending was made, or the ending, because that's why it ends abruptly the way it does, because they couldn't, they just didn't have enough money for CGI back then. So, but yeah, it was Sir Donald Pleasance, last movie as Donald Pleasance, Halloween 6. And to me, when he passed away and left the series, the Halloween series has not been the same since. So, but yeah, Halloween 6, the origins of Michael Myers, Halloween 6, whatever you want to call it. I love this movie. It's high up on my rankings. It come out after I graduated high school. It was the long-awaited sequel to Halloween 5. I love it. I don't give a damn what anybody says. And it brought back George P. Wilbur from Halloween 4, which we'll get to that here in a little bit. Brought him back. Great movie. Great Halloween movie. The mask was great. His movements were great. The story was okay. But I was just happy to have a Halloween movie back after the long 6-year hiatus from Halloween 5. So, there you go, guys. What's next on my list? Coming in at number 4 is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, 1989. I love this movie. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Directed by Dominic Otherin-Girard. Yes, he sucked as a director, but his lighting and his atmospheric lights and sounds for the Halloween movie was great. Once again, oh, by the way, side note, Halloween 6, Jamie Lloyd's character was not played by Danielle Harris. It was played by J.C. Brandy because they didn't want to pay Jamie Lloyd enough money to come back and just get killed off in Halloween 6 like they killed off Jamie Lloyd, like who once again was played by J.C. Brandy. But don't give J.C. Brandy any hate because she was actually friends with Danielle Harris in real life, and she is the one that was recommended by Danielle Harris. But back to part 5. This movie gets a lot of hate. Yes, the editing's bad. The story's kind of messed up. They killed off Rachel early. Blah, 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 blah. But I love this movie. Dark, great Halloween undertones. Dark, great undertone music. Donald L. Shanks, who comes in and portrays the Shape, did a great job. He was huge. He was ominous. He was evil looking. He did a great job in Halloween 5 as the Shape, as Michael Myers. And I will stand up to this fact. I will stand true to this fact till the day I die. Halloween 5 to me is a great sequel. If you don't want to add it in as a great Halloween sequel, it's just a great standalone Halloween movie, just kind of like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is. If you want to get technical with it, it's a great movie. It's a great Halloween movie. Look what we get later. We get an old lady eating yogurt, beating Michael Myers' ass. And Corey Cunningham beating his ass. And then we get 2018 with Evil Dies Tonight later on. But yet you want to give flack for a little bit of badness, a little bit of bad editing, a little bit of bad storyline for Halloween 5. Freaking amazing to me, you Halloween stupid 2018 fanboys, how people give this movie so much damn flack. Give me a freaking break. I love this movie. Come out in 1989, like I said, I love this movie. I loved it. I rented it every freaking weekend and watched it. I love this movie. I love Halloween 5. Love it. Again, it brought back Danielle Harris. It brought back Ellie Cornell as Rachel. It gets a lot of flack. It gets a lot of shit because they killed off Rachel early in the movie. But it brought in, shit happens, okay? They wanted to do something different. They wanted to cross the line, and they did. A lot of horror movie sequels don't do that with a lot of strong characters. But this Halloween movie did that. It crossed the line and killed off a main character. It killed off Rachel. Big frickin' deal. That's what they did. Then it brought in Tina, another strong heroine in the movie, played by Wendy Kaplan. It was great. Once again, Donald Pleasence came back. A little more nuttier and a little more mad than what it usually is, but that's what they did. They brought him back. He's a little more crazier in the movie because he's getting more obsessed, but that's okay. Yes, Donald Pleasence was back for part 5. And I love Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I love that freaking movie. Love it, love it, love it. There's nobody that's going to change my mind, and that's why it sits so high on my ranking on my list. No one is going to tell me otherwise, and again, no one's ever going to change my mind. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Sitting really high on my rank. At number 4, and coming in at number 3 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This movie come out in 1988. Was the first Halloween movie in 6 years, right after Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, to come out in 1982, and it's called Return of Michael Myers for a reason, because Mustafa Akkad was like, okay, I've got the rights to this movie. You guys tried to do something different and it sucked. Let's bring back Michael Myers. How are we going to do it? I think they did it pretty good. Did they do it great? No. But I think they did it pretty good. Screenplay written by the great Alan B. McElroy. He wrote it in less than 2 weeks to beat the writer's strike. Come out in 1988. Introduces Ellie Cornell as Rachel. Introduces Jamie Lloyd. Danielle Harris. Brings back the late, great Donald Pleasence, of course. Which somehow, after being blown up with Michael Myers, we all know that Michael Myers is indestructible, but somehow brings back Donald Pleasence after getting blown up and burned up in the hospital. But in the original screenplay, and this is from a documentary, and I'm quoting, Alan B. McElroy said that he had a scene at the very beginning of a screenplay that he wanted to show Donald Pleasence getting blown out of a wall, out of the hospital, avoiding the fire and avoiding the majority of the explosion. So that would have been great, but it was directed by Dwight H. Little, and he didn't want to keep that part in the movie in for some odd damn reason, which is kind of stupid. But anyways, they did it like that. But yeah, Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, brought back Michael Myers because everybody, there's a chair in the garage, sir. Brought back Michael Myers. Everybody was so pissed off because Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, didn't have Michael Myers in it. So, that concept failed. There you go. So, yeah, Halloween 4 was a great addition to bringing back Michael Myers. I like it. 1988, directed by Dwight H. Little, and we're moving right along on the ranking list. Coming in at number 2, and this is going to surprise everybody. Halloween 1978, the original Halloween, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack from that. Oh, it's John Carpenter's original Halloween. I don't give a damn what you say. There's a lot of yes, it will be the OG original Halloween for life, even after we're dead and gone, okay? Even after this world is gone and blown up and all that. But there's a lot of mistakes in this movie, especially watching some of the previous Halloweens. Editing mistakes, sound mistakes, on-cue mistakes, directing mistakes. I don't give a damn. The writing mistakes. If this was 20 years ago, I'd have Halloween 1978 in first place. But growing up and through the decades, just it's not my first. It's not number one on my list anymore. But it's great. Nick Castle comes in and plays Michael Myers. He's not the only one that plays Michael Myers in the movie. Tony Moran, Jim Winburn, the stuntman that falls off the balcony getting shot 6 times. I shot him 6 times. Deborah Hill, who co-wrote and co-produced and co-directed the movie with John Carpenter. She plays the Shape in it. Tommy Lee Wallace, who directed Halloween 3. He actually plays the Shape. He plays the Shape in the original Halloween, in the parts where he's chasing her down the staircase and breaking into the kitchen. Also in the closet scene and breaking into the closet to kill her, because he was the set director and knew where to break the doors and where to put his fist in. So yeah, a lot of people don that mask. But Nick Castle will forever be the OG Michael Myers. I get it, no problem, super duper. But yeah, 1978, the OG Halloween, directed by John Carpenter, co-directed by Deborah Hill, co-wrote by Deborah Hill, introduces Jamie Lee Activia Yogurt Hag Curtis, her first role when she was 19 years old. PJ Souls as Linda. Let's see, we got Nancy Loomis playing Annie. Like I said, just it's the one that started it all. It's the OG, it's the original, it's great, it's a great movie, but it's not number one on my list. I'm sorry, guys. It's just not. Like I said, 20 years ago would have been, but it's just not anymore. Because I'm old enough to see all the mistakes in it. I'm old enough to see John Carpenter's cigarette smoke and the famous bushes scene. It's just a lot of mistakes in it. Story's great. Directing subpar, editing horrible, but it's as far as the Halloween lore goes, as far as the way Halloween starts out, and as far as the Halloween series goes, it's fantastic. It's great. I love it, and it always makes the marathon every October, but it's just not in my first place ranking at this day and age for me. So coming in at number 1, if you can do math, which I hope you guys can, is Halloween 2 from 1981, directed by Rick Rosenthal. Like I said, who also directed Halloween Resurrection, which I don't know what the hell happened there, but yes, Halloween 2. Also written by John Carpenter, co-produced by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter. John Carpenter, for some reason, hated this movie, but I'm sorry, it's better than the original 1978 movie. It takes place in the same night. Same character, just this movie is if you take Halloween 1978 and Halloween 2 1981, it's all one big movie. Just watch them back to back. It's like one big 3-hour Halloween movie. I love this movie. Grew up with this movie more than 1978. Love it. Brings back Donald Pleasence, of course, which I forgot to mention. 1978 introduced Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasence, which he was the backbone of the movie, in my personal opinion. Sure as hell wasn't fucking Jamie Lee Activia Yogurt Curtis. I still can't fucking stand her. I don't know why you guys kiss her ass. But anyways, yes, brought back Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasence. It brought back Sheriff Brackett for a brief time. It introduces some new characters, Bud. It introduces Jimmy, Nurse Karen, Nurse Janet, Mrs. Alves, the drunk-ass Dr. Mixter. Janet, get me some more coffee. Brings back a lot of introduces a lot of new characters. Halloween 2, I love this movie. The directing's great. The editing is great. The atmosphere, the Halloween atmosphere, the darkness, the dark undertones is fantastic in this movie. I freaking love it. And how it takes place, like I said, in the same night is just freaking damn genius. And I don't give a damn what anybody says. I don't care. Yes, it ranks number 1 in my Halloween ranking. Halloween 2 from 1981. Fantastic freaking movie. I love it. I can't get enough of it. It's my first choice in the Halloween marathon every year. I watch Halloween 2, then I watch Halloween 1978, then I go 4, 5, 6, and beyond. That's what I do every year in my Halloween marathon. So, Halloween 2, 1981. Ranks number 1 on the Maestro Megatron's Halloween ranking. I know this surprises everybody. It's probably going to piss a lot of people off. I don't give a damn. John Carpenter hates this movie for some odd reason, but he doesn't hate Halloween Shit Dick Ends and Halloween Kills and Halloween 2018, which he sold out on and gave away the lore. It just shit on the lore on that. But anyways, Halloween 2, #1 pick on the Maestro Megatron's Halloween ranking. I want to wish everybody a happy October. We are here October 1st finally. This is the last month of the channel. This was my Halloween ranking. It's the same as last year. It didn't change. I don't care. I did it anyways. But yeah, last month of my channel, and I'm getting the hell out of here just because I don't want to do it no more. But yeah, tune in all month. I'll be doing some more Halloween videos, of course. Happy October. I'm glad it's finally here. Hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe, stay scared, and stay creepy.